Tama Takoyaki Cafe. Located in between Guam Reef and Westin Hotel in Tumon, call them today at 648 Tama. Hoffaday and welcome back. Local boy Freddie Gutierrez is making a name for himself as a successful screen and television writer. Here's more.
Hi, I'm Freddie Gutierrez. I'm from, Agana Heights, Guam. Both my parents are from Agana Heights. My dad is Fred Gutierrez, and my mom is Jenny Untalan, is her maiden name. And both of their families are from Agana Heights.
The former Guam resident, who currently resides in Los Angeles, California, is making a name for himself as an up-and-coming screen and television writer, but he admits it wasn't initially what he wanted to do.
I thought I was going to be a radio major, and I was, taking classes, and I was doing really well, and I actually even got offered a show at one of the other colleges. But at the time, I was kind of a knucklehead and I turned it down and then dropped out of school and didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then my parents kind of said, we're not going to help you out anymore if you don't go back to school.
It was around that time he also lost his job.
It all kind of came together. So I applied back to Cal State Northridge, thought about going to, still doing radio, but I said I'd try a film class just to check it out. And my first day in my first film class, I knew that was what I was going to do.
He re-enrolled at California State University's Northridge Film School, focused on directing, and finished with a bachelor's in film production.
I had a directing partner, me and another guy there at Northridge. We co-wrote and co-directed all of our student films, and it just, the writing though seemed to kind of click with me.
And noting that at the time, digital video was not available and film was way too expensive, he started writing, hoping that could pave a way into Hollywood.
Funny how God works, but people just kept coming into my life and out of my life, and I met my two writing partners, and separately, and then we kind of became a team. And next thing you know, we sold a pitch to a production company, and that turned into a script that we sold to MGM.
That was back in 1999. Gutierrez said from there, his career took off.
We started writing for TV and film, and we would go back and forth, we wrote for the PJs. That was our first TV show, which was Eddie Murphy's show. That was in 2000. And then we were working for Disney and MTV, doing a lot of development. So like a lot of stuff, people didn't see a lot of the stuff we wrote because we were writing these pilots, but they weren't getting picked up. But we were working for the networks, and it was cool because we were in the thick of it.
In 2004, the trio would land a job working for Nickelodeon, and while he says it's been a great journey, it has also been a tough one.
The writer's strike really took a big toll on my career. Me and my writing partner split because it was just a hard business for us to stay a three-man team. Hollywood doesn't like three-man teams. They don't care so much for film, but TV is not they're not really fond of it, so we decided to split so we could keep going.
He said going solo, he had to start from the bottom and work his way back up, but his passion and love for writing keeps him going.
Faith in God has been a big part of it, and then this business, it'll eat you up and spit you out if you don't have a thick skin. I mean, I think people tell us we got in pretty quick. 4 years out of film school, and I sold my first script in Hollywood. But those 4 years were, I literally was working, at a production company. I got a job in an editing facility, and then I DJ'd at the Improv on Monday nights. That was kind of like the Def Comedy Jam night. So I was hustling day and night. Like I was always trying to be in the mix in Hollywood.
For the last couple of years, the 44-year-old Gutierrez penned scripts for Sonic Boom, a revamp of Sonic the Hedgehog on Cartoon Network. The TV series work in progress, and of course, you've seen the great news all over social media when his script got picked up for Disney's Liv and Maddie. The show is about identical twins with two very different personalities.
I would love for Guam to watch the episode. My episode of Liv and Maddie is, I think, April 10th, on Sunday, April 10th, which is coming up.
As for advice he would give to aspiring screen and television writers,
I got told no plenty of times, more times than I've been told yes, and you just kind of have to believe in yourself and believe that you actually do have the talent, learn your craft, take as many classes as you can, read as many books as you can, and then write as much as you can. And just know that, you know, we all feel like, I was that way too. When I first wrote my first script right out of film school, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. You know, and I look back at it now, it's all right. But, you know, you just got to work your way back up and work your way to a, you know, it's just the experience. The more you write, the better you get. And you know, like I said, when somebody says no, just got to kind of shake it off and keep going forward, and you'll make it. If I can make it, anybody on Guam can make it.
Coming up, the details to the spring production of Disney's The Little Mermaid. You're watching In the Mix.